Tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 50, plant.
53 at the mic.
Hard, hard.
Let's go. Check
Look, squeeze.
Switch.
Shoot.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would. Been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He's checking crack.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings out 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
QB's up. We're going to 54. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Hey, kill. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
44. Mike, 44. Here we go, kill. Goose. Go. Get out there.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hurry. 5.
On 4th down, Minshew. And able to find Conley. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 7-7, our score after 1. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The open man is sharp. It's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Minshew. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 36 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath, the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. But we're still in the second quarter.
This is Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And now look at him go. 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot. Lead grip.
Now Minshew. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
40. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
On 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Cooper was the target there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on second down, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yo, go!
Motion to the backfield.
Shoot!
Minshew throwing on third down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go, 47.
Elliott. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Forbath's kick is no good. It's wide left for Forbath, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tight end's right. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd down, Minshew into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Push him back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Protein spill.
Give me some.
Hey, Zoo.
Check nickel. Hey, alert 48.
Let go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's it.
Jeff Swain there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. Five.
Fournette. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There we go. 488. 44 to Mike. Rip right. Under 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down now, it's Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Prescott from the gun on third. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with first and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Here we go, 46.
Brings up second and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Come on. Hey, 47. 46.
On second and 9, Prescott steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second and 9, Minshew escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
On the ready. Hey, echo.
Time is up, 9-9. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And able to find Conley. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. On fourth down, Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Bravo.
Right there.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, check 20.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Alpha. Look at me. Zipper.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, every day, any day.
So third and long. Here's Minshew. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch it, come on, switch it. No.
Hey, wahoo! Step.
Here's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. It'll be Minshew again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jeff Swaim as time expires in the first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. No, it ain't.
Mike Spoke.
We're going to 54. No, it ain't.
44 is the Mike.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Check 15. Check 15.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
Hey, exit. Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Minshew sets to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Set. 15, line it. 15 line. Fair.
Fournette running out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
8 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Hey, echo. Hey, go.
They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll drop to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott to throw it. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. First down, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll set up a throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raquel Armstead, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Let's go, baby.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. There's Prescott. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They begin with a run by Fournette. They find some open field here, and they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
General West.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Check it out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and 14. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.